Well, good morning, everyone. My name is David Strickland, and I'm the administrator of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. We are the agency in federal government that regulates car safety and driving behavior for every single American that takes the road. So it really is a distinct honor to kick off this event and this conversation about one of our most serious and frankly expanding and emerging risks, and that's distracted driving. In 2010, we lost over 3,000 people to distracted-related driving. And that's a number of things. Texting and driving is clearly a big risk and a component of those other things that are distracting behind the wheel. And we want to try to encourage people when they take that drive, you have both hands on the wheel and both eyes on the road every single second that you're operating that car. It really is an opportunity to be, frankly, looking in this room at some of the best driving talent in America and likely the future of racing, not only here in North America, but around the world. You guys really exemplify the very best in handling a car. But despite the skill set of everybody in this room, distraction is something that can happen to any of us, whether it's the best of drivers or the most inexperienced of drivers. So we're really excited to be able to have not only sort of our presentation and why we're here, but to have a little bit of a conversation about distraction and about the needs of being attentive behind the wheel every single second of the day. The main reason we're here for this event is to kick off a partnership between the Department of Transportation, Mazda Motorsports, Project Yellow Light, and frankly, a number of safety advocates around the globe that have been working so hard to make sure that people are safe, but especially for distraction. With us today, I have some of the most esteemed and frankly, strongest and best safety advocates we could ever hope to have at one event. Immediately to my left is the Deputy Secretary of Transportation, John DePricari. He is the Chief Operating Officer for the entire department, over 55,000 people. But beyond his overall responsibilities of making sure the department runs well every single day, he is a safety champion. And he's here today to talk about the department's role in this fantastic new project together. Next to him is Julie Garner. She is the founder of Project Yellow Light and the Hunter Garner Scholarship. So she'll talk about Project Yellow Light and her reason why she is such a strong advocate and frankly a force in making sure that people are safe and not driving distracted. Next to Julie is Zach Veach. He is a driver with the Star Mazda Championship Series, a safety champion in his own right, and clearly a great advocate in the fight against distracted driving. Zach, thank you so much for being here. We're looking forward to hearing from you. And next to Zach is Mr. John Doonan, who is a director of motorsports for Mazda North America Operations. Our partnership together in talking about distraction really is sort of the next level of talking about distraction, frankly, to the folks that are most at risk, our nation's youth, the people that frankly are the most avid users and the best users of mobile devices that we see, and also, frankly, our riskiest drivers. Our goal is to make sure that everybody enjoys a driving experience, not only to make sure that it's freedom, and as you guys know in the room that, hey, look, there's nothing better than hanging it out on a racetrack. But driving is an experience that's a huge responsibility on the roads, and to be able to talk about ways that we can teach young people how to drive better, whether it's through the Skip Barber experience or anything else, but also the chance to frankly do it safely. It really is our chance to be able to really talk to young people about how to engage in the driving task in a non-distractive way. But I'd like to kick off and actually ask Deputy Secretary Picard to talk about the Department of Transportation's role in this fantastic new project.
Thanks, David, and good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. First, I should thank Mazda Motorsports, Project Yellow Light, the Ad Council, and the National Organizations for Youth Safety. Secretary LaHood and I and the entire department are very grateful for your partnership together to end this epidemic of distracted driving. And today I'm proud to join all of you to announce the second annual Distracted Driving National Video Contest. We're inviting teens from all over to join us in our national effort to save lives by producing a public service announcement against distracted driving. And this year, we're especially proud to have Mazda Motorsport race car drivers helping us to get the word out. So we all know that young people are especially vulnerable to distracted driving. According to a recent NHTSA nationwide study that we undertook, young drivers 18 to 20 years old were the ones most likely to be using a phone at the time of a crash. Most alarming, 20% of them said that sending text messages or emails made no difference at all in their driving. Guess again. In the past 3 years, we've made great progress on raising awareness of the life-threatening dangers of texting and driving. 39 states in the U.S. now have texting bans, and 10 of them ban all handheld phone use while driving. And this June, Secretary LaHood announced DOT's new blueprint for ending distracted driving, which is a comprehensive nationwide strategy for ending texting and handheld cell phone use behind the wheel. But the simple fact is people, especially young people, continue to be killed and injured as a result of distracted driving. And that's despite the fact that these deaths are 100% preventable. Through this contest, we'll directly engage with teens on the issue. And as the father of teenagers myself, I know that the most effective message often comes from another teen, making this contest particularly powerful in the fight to end distracted driving. So this contest, along with other steps outlined in Secretary LaHood's blueprint, will help us raise awareness of the dangers of distracted driving, and it encourages people to take responsibility and to take action to end distracted driving. I look forward to seeing this year's entries. I encourage teens across the country to submit an anti-distracted driving video of your own. Anyone can visit projectyellowlight.com or distraction.gov for more information. The bottom line is this: when someone takes their focus off the road, even if just for a second, they put their life and the lives of others in danger. Distracted driving is unsafe, it's irresponsible, and in a split second, one text or call can wreck it all. But it is preventable. Working together, we can educate teens on the dangers of distracted driving, and we can save lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John, for that. It really is an exciting opportunity for all of us at DOT. Julie, could you please talk to us about Project Yellow Light and your story? It really is so powerful and so important in our fight against distraction.
Yes, thank you. I'm Julie Garner, and this is my daughter, Alexandra Garner, in the third row down. We're here representing Project Yellow Light Hunter Garner Scholarship. 5 years ago, my son, Alex's brother, was killed in a car crash. 16 years old, at the prime of his life. And if you want to know what a mother's definition of hell is, that's it right there. 16 for Alex too, and my husband. And, you know, just for us to survive ourselves, there were two things that stood out. We wanted to do everything we could to keep Hunter's name alive. And we also knew we had to do everything in our power to prevent other people from going through this same hell. And in fact, up until that point, we had no idea that car crashes were the #1 killer of teens in the U.S., and not only in the U.S., but in many countries around the globe. And I think that's true of many people. You don't realize that until it's a personal experience for you. So we thought, okay, let's start a scholarship. Let's start something to get the word out. And so that's what we did, and we wanted to make sure that we gave the teens a huge voice in it. So we decided that we would do it so that the teens themselves created short videos, short films, where they had a voice, where they created these videos to tell their friends, their peers, to be careful when they first start taking on the road, to be careful when they drive. And so we gave them creative license. We were asking them to deal with such a serious topic, but we said, you don't have to be serious with your videos. You can be funny. You can be a rap video for all we care, as long as it's true to your heart and it's just comes from your heart and it's in good taste. And so this is what it's all about. It's about teens talking to teens in a sincere voice and in a manner that adults just can't reach the same way. And it's effective, guys. You guys, young people, are getting across to each other in a way that adults can't. And these videos are making a difference. These young people, these teens, are having a voice, making a difference, and saving lives. Teens are saving each other from the #1 killer of teenagers in the U.S. Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. That's pretty cool. And we're so proud of what these young people are doing and will be doing, and Project Yellow Light Hunter Garner Scholarship. And we're so proud of the partnerships we have with Mazda, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and our old friends from the Ad Council and Noise. And we're just going out there and we're doing something great. And in fact, from the generosity of Mazda this year, we're adding another level, which not only are we going to be having the high school level, we're adding a college level. So we're getting out there and we're doing something fantastic, guys. So it's really amazing. Teens saving teens' lives. Young adults at the college level saving teens' lives. This is big stuff. This is cool. Let's do something great, guys. Thank you so much. Love you, Hunter.
Julie, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. John, I first want to thank you for having Mazda being such a great partner in this fight. Could you please talk about some of the initiatives and Mazda's work in this fantastic new project?
Be glad to. I also would like to thank Deputy Secretary Picari, Administrator Strickland, and Julie for joining us today, and frankly for allowing Mazda to take a leadership role in on-road safety. Many people don't know, perhaps, that Mazda has the youngest average age buyer in the auto industry. And as the people in this room, certainly the drivers in the seats, know that we've made a commitment to not only the road car safety, but to growing young driver careers. As I said to John Picari earlier, when those two things come together, you have something awfully special. We expect the top level of safety and performance out of each of you drivers on the racetrack. And when you take that driver's suit off, and you get in your road car and drive out of the circuit, we expect even more out of you. And so we're really, really proud to have this group of drivers and these organizations come together and be able to take this, as you said, to the next level. Peer-to-peer mentoring, each of you drivers, what you saw in that video, and when you go back to your hometown, I challenge each of you to take a leadership role, to take those messages that we heard in the video, the frightening statistics, and make it a habit yourselves. And then you have the opportunity, because of your status as a race driver, to send this message to everyone you know. Just in this room, we've had several drivers themselves take a leadership role. I'm going to ask them to stand because they need to be recognized. And each of you, when you're out on the racetrack, realize who's next to you and what they've done in their community. Gabby Chavez, why don't you stand up? Tristan Nunez. Is Tristan here with us? Connor D. Filippi. Ben Albano. Is Ben with us? Parker Nicklin. J.R. Smart. And sitting right next to me, many of you know, who's already been in front of Congress on this issue, Zach Veach. Our partnership with the Skip Barber Driving and Racing School, as you know, with the IZOD IndyCar Series and the Mazda Road to Indy, gives each of us a chance, as I said, to walk out of this room today, to walk and drive out of this racing circuit and do something about it. As the statistics show, this is a huge issue. We all can be leaders in this. We expect a lot of you on the racetrack, and let's now take that same expectation and elevate it on the roads. I'd like now to ask Julie to join me in front of the stage for a quick presentation, if you would.
Oh, nothing better than a big check.
I guess we have done a few of these before, but Julie, on behalf of everyone at Mazda Motorsports, all the young driving talent here in the room, I'd like to present you with this check in the amount of $20,000 for Project Yellow Light. And let's take it out of here and win on the road just like we win on the racetrack.
All right. Let everybody get back mounted up. Well, last but not least, Zach not only is a fantastic safety leader and a great race car driver, but he is a software technician, has his own app, author, chief cook, bottle washer. What do you not do, Zach?
Well, I'm finally starting to get into mountain climbing.
Oh, there we are.
A couple drivers with me, so.
Well, fantastic. Well, Zach, could you please talk to us about your experience, your leadership, and why that you've taken up the cause to fight distracted driving?
Yeah, I mean, for me, back when I was 14, before I even got into an open-wheel car, I was still racing go-karts at the time. There's a young girl close to my home who had her license for a very short period, and she was texting while driving and sadly pulled out in front of a tractor-trailer semi, and that was a fatal accident. But when you come from a town like I do, I only have 200 people there. So when something happens, it really hurts all of us and hits us right at home. So, from that standpoint, there's a lot of organizations around the country, but, each organization was doing a little bit by themselves. And that's what I'm so excited about having Mazda and everyone tied into this program, because being able to work together is what's going to cause change. It has to be an effort from a lot of people, working together with the same goals and the same ideas. So, there's a lot of drivers in this room, and we don't necessarily get along on the track, but we need to work together on this cause. And, if we stand beside each other and try to bring up awareness and get kids and even adults to put down the cell phones, we can save a lot of lives at the end of the day and, make a difference that's really going to be impactful and something that someone's going to remember from long years from now. So thank you all for coming out, especially Mazda, not only for supporting our careers, but also caring about kids of today driving and trying to just save lives. And thank you all for everything you've done as well.
Thank you.
We wouldn't be here without you guys.
Oh, well, Zach, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Zach, really, thank you so much for your leadership. This really, there's a lot of people that care very deeply about traffic safety and highway safety, but it's people like you that have the ability to reach your peers and talk to your peers about this issue. It really is going to be a tremendous difference maker for everybody. It really is an honor to be working with you and looking forward to our great successes together in the future.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited, and thank you again. I really appreciate it, and especially the other drivers that stood up that have already started a program, like Gabby and Connor and JR. It's just, it's a lot of work, but we can definitely make a change at the end of the day, so thank you all.
No, absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, I think with that, should we take questions? Is that okay? Well, I think that's the end of our formal presentation, but we're happy to talk about any of the work that all of our organizations are doing and our next steps. So thank you very much, and we're happy to take any questions this time. Well, with that then, if there's anything else, I think that we'll go ahead and close, and then we'll have an opportunity to have conversations one-on-one. But thank everyone for being here, and thank all of you for your support and your efforts in this great fight against distraction. You are looking forward to seeing all of you guys out on the track, and looking forward to also being your neighbors out on the road. Thank you so much.